Able today. Okay, so hey guys, Dee Williams here, and I am so excited. Founder of Staffingpreneurs Academy, founder of Reskillify, and tonight we are talking about setting up your course or your coaching program for your staffing business. So I'm going to go into my whole presentation in a second, but first I just want to say hi to everybody visually because I'm about to not look at myself on camera as we go through this. Um, I hope you have an opportunity to put your name and like where you're from and all of that great stuff in the chat box so I know where you are, who you are. Some people I know, some people I don't. Some people were given this link as a gift. Hey, Chica, I guess I love seeing you. I haven't seen you in a while. So I definitely hope you all get involved in that way. And I want to just tell y'all, this is an interactive training. It's a free training that I am doing. It's a 3 or maybe 4 week, 4 part series. Definitely three. We'll be back next week. And for some people, I've just learned over time, just working with adult learners and people who are starting businesses and growing their businesses, that they need a little bit of time. They can't do everything right off the break. You know what I'm saying? Everything, they have lives. So we're breaking this free training out over the course of 3 weeks, maybe 4 weeks if we have a lot of fun next week. And what we're doing is I'm taking my staffing agency clients and anybody who wants to come along, and I'm showing them how to add value, additional value onto their niche recruitment and staffing business. So if you're here and you have a staffing business, you're in the right place. If you're here and you don't have a staffing business, but you definitely want to start a course or a coaching program and you want some ideas, you're in the right place. If you're here because you just want to get fired up, you're in the right place. So I'm hoping we can have a good time. I'm going to try not to scream. I get very loud. A lot of my videos, like, why is she screaming? I just get fired up. So I'm going to try to stay super mellow today. But I'm so excited because this is going to be so much fun. Okay. So we got Chica here. I haven't seen you in a long time. So I'm glad to see you. Dee Dee is here. Omari is here. You know what? I need my glasses because this is going to be a brutal training if I'm doing this with no glasses. I'm telling you right now. I'm telling you. Oh, look at that. So much better. I can see so many things. Hey, Sean. South Carolina manufacturing. And then we've got about 15 people so far that have come in on the Zoom. Last week we had about 50 people total who watched and tuned in live. And by the end of the day, we had about 30 or 40 of those people on the Zoom. So I'm assuming as time goes on, okay. Am I back? Okay, I think I'm back. Okay, I hope I'm back. Okay, so I had crazy internet connections, but I want to just get us started because I'm running a little late. Yes, Brenda, I am. I know. I don't know why. What is happening to me? My internet. Ever since the storm happened, I'm in LA, and ever since the storm happened, we had 3 or 4 earthquakes and a hurricane all come at one fell swoop. So it's ever since then, all the internet has been insane. So I really apologize, and I hope I got y'all running through my phone, so I hope we can get through this throughout the course of the evening. I do have my phone charger. So Stacy, I'm glad you're here. Super glad you're here. Michelle, second time today, you must love me. Latanya, second time today, you must love me. Heather, I love it. I love it. Kayla, I love it. Luna, I love it. Yvonne, love it. Samaria, I love it. Good to see you all. All right, let's chime in. Let's get some action going. I hope y'all had an opportunity to share your let's see. All right, that's what I'm looking for. All right, and then to share your hellos. And then let's get here, and then let's make some real magic happen. Are y'all ready to do some really incredible things today? I know you are. I know you are. Okay, so let's do this. I got a nice little presentation for y'all again. There's nothing selling. I'm not selling anything at the end, just so you know. So you can put your pocketbooks away today. No, I'm joking. I'm not selling anything in real life. I'm just giving value. I just want you all to be able to do some really amazing things. So this is my official presentation. Okay. Ooh, girl. Look at that. All right. How to upskill and reskill your staffing agency by creating your first course coaching program, part 2. Okay. This is our second week, and you can do this from any niche industry, healthcare, education, insurance, legal, IT, anything. You're all in. So if you are coming in live, I want you, and you see this, I want you to greet the community, say hi, share your name, say where you're chiming in from, what's your niche. Take this opportunity to network, because your network is your net worth. All right, I'm Dee Williams. If this is the first time here, if you all already know me, just go along with me. I'm the founder and creator of Staffingpreneurs Academy. I was a recruiter for about 10 to 12 years before I started my first recruiting and staffing business, and after leaving corporate and agency side of the business. Over the course of my career, I've placed hundreds of people as a recruiter for Lockheed Martin, Fannie Mae, Wipro, Income, Home Depot, Apple, IBM, HP, Microsoft, State Farm, Coca-Cola, WebMD, PricewaterhouseCoopers, Accenture, Grady, Tampa General, list goes on. I've also recruited for a number of small, medium, large, and enterprise level companies. I absolutely love the work that I do and have done throughout my entire career. I have broken placement records working for a number of staffing agencies. Yes, every month, top recruiter. They had to feed me, pay me, acknowledge that greatness, okay? And I've also built my own 7-figure niche recruitment and staffing agency business. And now I help create 5, 6, 7-figure staffingpreneurs all over the globe. I love the work that I do. All right. Now, as founder of Staffingpreneurs Academy since 2009, I've been teaching, coaching, training, and consulting on one of my biggest passions: recruitment, staffing, sales, and branding. I've learned a lot along the way. Since 2013, I've been teaching adult learners how to become CEOs of their own careers and companies while mastering their lives through the power of individual audacity. What does that mean? It means I've been teaching people to level up, okay? Level up in their careers, their business, and their life. And I'm good at it. I mean, really good at it, okay? But it hasn't been easy. So when I first started out, I started out teaching in person. I started out in the office and teaching people in person and going around to different staffing agencies, corporate clients for about a year or two, maybe even a little bit longer than that. Then I started teaching, after I quit my job, I started teaching courses online for free on YouTube. So I have 500 videos on YouTube. A lot of those videos y'all see, especially like 2013, this is where it started at. So I started those videos online free. And then I went into an online portal called Kajabi. I used Kajabi for a while. Then I went and used Teachable to store my online courses. And finally, I ended up with ClickFunnels. But in 2020, things changed, okay? I started using something totally different, and it's something that's very close to my heart. And in 2020, I developed and released Reskill.com. I moved all of my courses and all of my staffing coaching clients that had access to the courses to the Reskill.fi platform. It was about 3,000. Then I moved my live classes to the platform, and I added a calendar for people to know when to access their classes. Then I moved my community from Facebook, where I had everybody separated from the courses, to Reskillify, so we can all communicate in one place. And I've coached hundreds, if not thousands of people on Reskillify, made millions of dollars in real life. And today we're on part 2 of this course and coaching program journey. So I hope y'all are fired up. If you're fired up, put a 1 in the box. Okay, y'all know I need that good energy so I can stay fired up too. I just want y'all to know too, I'm super excited that you're here. Okay, I'm checking out the chat box. I love that. Hey, Tanya. Okay, I love it. That's what I'm talking about. Now, but first, we have to do a quick recap. So it's okay if you didn't, but I want to know, did you download the free worksheet? Did you download the free worksheet? If you have not downloaded the free worksheet, please download it. Now, look, some of y'all saw me geeking out on this worksheet live today. Some of y'all saw me geeking out on it live last Wednesday. I could not help it. They saying yes, yes, yes. I could not help myself, but I truly enjoy the work that I've been doing. Ooh, hold on 1 second. Y'all hear that echo? I don't know. I'm hoping I can get rid of this echo over here. We're about to see. Okay, good. So, okay, I'm glad y'all downloaded the document. If you didn't, if this is your first time here, you didn't get a chance to do it, you do not have to fret. Okay, the document looks like this. You can hit the QR code and it's going to take you right to the Google Drive. And then all you got to do is make a copy of it. And the document actually looks a little bit different from that because I've made some updates to the document. And we're going to go through that document today. I don't know how excited you all were, but I was very excited going through this. Okay, and this document was created so that it can just help you simplify things, like give yourself a plan. When you start a business, thank you, Gina. When you start a business, you need a plan. So this is kind of like our business plan for our coaching brand or our course brand. Everything you see me do here, all the videos and different things like that has helped me build a whole empire beyond what I've ever done in staffing. And, you know, it's a great addition to my staffing business as well. It allows me to expand on my staffing business and I can build more products to support my world. And I want to show y'all how to do that. I want y'all to do the same thing because a lot of times I meet staffingpreneurs who are fired up, and I mean super fired up like me, but they don't have a lot of money. And and you know, they're like you know, they want to do more, but they don't have the funds. Sometimes people don't have the skill set to go further, but most of the time it's really just they don't have the resources. And so sometimes, you know, it's good to understand that you can do other things to support your business beyond your core service. And your core service doesn't have to be the only service that you offer or the main service that you offer. You can go in through other doorways, through other service offerings to get to your core service. That may be the road or the journey that you have to take in order to connect with that client at a level to where they want to do business with you. I didn't make it up. They said 12 to 24 times you have to connect with somebody before they decide they want to do business with you, before they decide that they want to write that check with you. You know what I'm saying? And so, like, this is really, really a big deal. And I got to tell y'all, I don't have any stats and I should be ashamed of myself, but y'all, the upskill, reskill thing is so big right now. It is crazy. So this is an opportunity for you to not just create thought leadership. I'm going way ahead of myself, but I'm so fired up. Thought leadership, but you can really generate some additional funds. Then people will pay for it. The employers will pay for it. The candidates will pay for it. You know, your vendors are paid for it as long as you're providing valuable information. And today I'm going to show you how to provide value information. Now, a lot of people be providing BS information. They try to create these really quick courses on ChatGPT, and I'm going to show you how you can use ChatGPT, but you want to create things of value. You want to create things that's going to shake the person up just a little bit, enough for them to feel like I got to reach out. I got to give them a call. I got to see what else they're about. I got to see if they can support me in the way that I need to be supported. And that's the energy you're trying to generate from your lead magnets, from your lead generation, from your thought leadership, from every conversation that you're having. That's the energy that you're trying to project, bring, and to receive. Can I get a hello on that one? This is not a game. This is so much fun. Okay, I'm putting this down, so I hope everybody got the document because I'm going to keep moving on. We're going to open up this document in a second. Okay, so if not, download it free, bit.ly, level up my staffing business. Okay. Somebody on Facebook said, Dee, I've literally started this and it has a lot of glitches. I've been working out. This is right on time. I'm so thankful that I'm here. And yes, glitches are great. Okay, so let's open and review our document. First, would anybody like to share their document? Would anybody like to share their Google Drive, their Google Sheet? If you want to, you can put it in the chat, or if you want me to go from scratch, I can go from scratch, but I would like to help build somebody's brand while I'm here. You want my brain, trust me. Somebody wants my brain. So if you want me to use yours, put that in the box right now. Put your Google link in the box right now and let me work through your brand. Alima, she said, I wish I had one to share. It's okay, Pooh. You got it next. You got the download. You got the link. Go back in there. Go and get your get the QR code or go to the link, download your version and start working through it, because we're not going to put the course in the platform today. But I'm so glad to see Valika here, because she's got a staffing business that she knows will bring value by adding additional courses or training, right? Additional revenue. That'll be additional support for both her candidates and her clients. Okay, Brenda is on the table. Let me tell y'all something. I love Brenda. She is in and engaged. Okay, Brenda, I got Brenda's. I love it. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do before I open up Brenda's, this is what we're about to go over. Let me give y'all a head start. Okay, who is this for? Is this going to be for your candidates, your clients, your vendors, or your partners, or your employees? That is literally the first question you have to ask. Who is this for? Okay, who are we building this for? So Brenda's about to tell us who we're building this for. Okay, then the next thing you want to find out is, what type of course strategy am I creating? Is it compliance? Is it professional development? Is it thought leadership for your candidates, your clients, your vendors, or your internal staff? Is it your lead generation? Is it a differentiator? Is it an additional revenue stream? Is it talent attraction? Is it retention? What is it? What type of course strategy am I going after? Okay, Brenda says she's going after candidates and professional development. Let's get it. Okay. All right. So Brenda is getting us on fire today. I can't even stop smiling. Okay. How will I deliver? That's the question. Am I going to do a webinar, a course? Am I doing a training program, a coaching program? Am I going to offer weekly live classes, bi-weekly live classes, monthly live classes, quarterly live classes? Who's going to record it? Will I charge, or will this be free? Okay, these are the questions we're going to be answering in a minute. Not right now, but in a minute. And Brenda, if you want to answer, that's perfectly fine, because we're going to share your sheet in a second. All right, so that question is, what am I building? And now we're going to brainstorm and work our way through all of that. Hey, Ebony, it's good to see you. Okay, so now Brenda has shared her. Okay, let's see. There we go. So this is Brenda's sheet. This is her sheet. I love Brenda's activity. I love what she's got going on. Okay, so she says she's doing candidates. So that's who we're working on. And I'm going to just highlight this here. And I'm going to make this bigger for all the people who need glasses. Don't say nothing. Don't say nothing. For everybody need glasses, I'm going to just make it a little bit bigger. Okay. Now, we decided candidates is the way to go. We love it. Love it. Then she came in and said the next piece was professional development. But before we do that, if you haven't seen the updates to the document, I started to come up, me and chat. We sat down today and had a long heart to heart. And we decided that we wanted to come up and give you some ideas so that you can start to decide which strategy you were going to choose. So even though we know Brenda chose professional development, I'm going to show you some of the ones that I came up with and that chat helped me come up with. And I probably could come up with more, but people were watching me and they were working on I was working on the document, so I couldn't. But compliance, okay? I got to make this a lot bigger. Did I just tell on myself? I hope I didn't tell it myself. Compliance, suggestion, idea. So this is a type of suggestions or ideas you can do if you're looking to build your course for compliance. All candidate onboarding can be done with online courses and online course portal like Reskill.com. Okay. Another suggestion, create a workspace safety course that educates candidates on the basics of workplace safety, including ergonomics, emergency procedures, and basic first aid. So those are just two different ideas. When I go in and work with my clients one-on-one, my staffing clients one-on-one, the ones that bring me out to them, we do a full audit of their entire staffing business. And throughout their audit, there are layers to where having training in a portal is just economically, it just makes sense. It makes sense for any company that's looking to scale their business. It makes sense for any company that's looking to stand out. Don't get me started because I'm all fired up today in real life, y'all. Okay, so compliance, those are just some ideas. Now, Brenda chose professional development, and we're going to see what her suggestion or idea is, but I came up with some that I thought I would share tonight. So a suggestion or idea you could do if you're doing a professional development course or coaching or training, create a candidate leadership development program, either a course or a coaching program, a comprehensive course and coaching program aimed at grooming high potential candidates for leadership roles within client organizations. That's cool. Okay. Another idea, create soft skills training programs with a series of courses that focuses on essential soft skills like communication, teamwork, and problem solving. Every employer I talk to, they're always saying there's a lack of people out there with soft skills. You have bring people to the table with the technical skill set, but their ability to interact with other people, their ability to solve problems, to think independently, to work with is crazy. You know what I'm saying? It's too crazy. And so having those courses where you're bringing candidates in, okay, she's doing a course, and being able to help them, to help fine tune them, you're providing a more quality, product, quote unquote. So just think about those. Just throwing ideas out there to get your mind going around where this could go. Okay. Another idea, create a resume building and interview skills course that's basic yet essential to help candidates present themselves better during job applications, interviews, and afterwards. Now, if you did this would be smart because you already know a part of our job is formatting resumes. A part of our job is not just presenting the candidate to the client visually so that the client can see, yes, this person looks amazing, but it is also to, we have to trust that the candidate is going to follow through at the interview when they interview with the client, right? Or when they get there, we got to trust that all that's going to happen. So if you're coaching them along the way, however your onboarding process is into your staffing agency, you're providing them with, things that they can do to better position themselves during the interview. I feel like this is a win-win situation. And these are one of the courses that I think you could sell or give away for free. It's totally up to you. I think every staffing agency, I'm going to stop saying I think. I know factually every staffing agency on the planet should be doing this next course. Create an AI automation course to prepare candidates for the future of work, focusing on AI, machine learning, and automation tools. Okay, you cannot imagine how many of my staffingpreneurs come in and know nothing about automation, are afraid of AI. And this is our future, whether we like it or not. And it's, they're predicting 3 to 5 years before things shift. We want to be a part of whatever the next movement is, if not creating that next movement, right? Hello. And so if that's going to happen, we've got to stay ahead, or stay on the edge, or stay with all the things that are happening on and around us, with this AI. And so let's get involved, be nice in the chat, be nice, do all of that great stuff. Now, what about thought leadership? Anybody thought about doing thought leadership? I know people are working their sheets. I see 6 people are online right now with their sheets. With the thought leadership, you can use a webinar to course combo. Yes, I said webinar to course combo. That means you can put on a webinar, and then at the end of the webinar, you drive them to a course. This can be a free concept. This can be a paid concept. But the idea is to share what you know about the specific theme of your business, which should be associated with something that's important to your clients or your candidates, some specific topic, or just the industry as a whole. But it has to be whatever your clients and your candidates are most passionate about. Not necessarily what you're most passionate about, except for if it's this, right? So it's got to be very specific, because then otherwise people aren't going to show up. Okay. You want to build things that's going to be specific to your audience actually showing up. So you can do a webinar to course combo to share what you know about diversity and inclusion. We've got a number of staffingpreneurs who are HR consultants, and they're bringing staffing onto their business model. And so their specialty is diversity and inclusion. And so you could definitely do a webinar to course combo, create a training program with courses aimed at clients to help them understand the importance of a diverse workforce and how to achieve it. And if you're saying right now, Dee, this all sounds great, but I'm not an HR consultant. I know nothing about diversity and inclusion, but it is something that I want to do. How about you just reach out to someone who is passionate about diversity and inclusion and create a partnership with them? And allow, because that way you can consult them out if you need to, or if need be, they can come in and teach the courses. Like, you all could have a great little system going back and forth. I have talent acquisition. Yes, Judy, listen, it's not a game. We do talent acquisition, and we offer some services. Those services, I have staffingpreneurs or colleagues that I trust, that I know are going to come in and rock that out. But I know my market, I'm closer to capture that market than they are. So, you have to be a smart business owner, have a smart business mind, and see how to do it. Samira, thank you, because it's not even a game out here. You can stack. That's the word I'm looking for. You can stack your cash in this business by adding additional things to your business model. Okay. Now, here's another one: create an ethical AI and recruitment course that delves into the ethical considerations of using AI in recruitment, such as bias and data privacy. Right now, that's a big thing. And AI is definitely the R word. Like, definitely not. It definitely needs diversity and inclusion training. So these are conversations we definitely want to have in order to keep an equal playing field for all talent that's coming in and coming through the doors. And you've got to remember, regardless of what an employer says they want, don't hire this person, only hire this type of person, only hire that person. Legally, we are required to present the best talent, okay, regardless of their race, their color, their gender, their all of those things, so you all know. All right. Now, another idea would be to create a mastermind group for HR leaders or whatever hiring manager you want to do business with. So I have a lot of nurses in my community. So maybe you're doing a mastermind group for a director of nurses, or for chief nursing officers, or maybe it's for contracting officers, or maybe it's for product developers. I don't know, but do one. It doesn't have to be for HR leaders. HR should be your final, or maybe it's your strategy from a different perspective. Maybe you bring in HR leaders together so that you can, create your own. Either way, get these people, okay? whether it's HR or whether it's the hiring manager, you go in and facilitate live discussions among these leaders from different industries or maybe different parts of the industry that you're supporting, and then focus on solving common challenges and sharing best practices. I don't know if you notice, this is more for my students, but you notice this doesn't feel like hard sales. These are things that you can do to generate business without actually selling. How easy would it be to call an HR leader or a DON and say, we have a mastermind group that where all CNOs are meeting or DONs are meeting once a quarter to talk about some of the common challenges and best practices. Would you like to get involved? Can I get you on the waiting list? Or whatever the case may be. How easy is it to start a conversation without asking to buy staffing services? Okay, COVID is over. We are now building relationships. So how do you build relationships? You do it through value. Okay. All right. Henry said, I love the idea of a partnership. Thanks, Dee. That's a great idea. And I'll partner with anybody who wants to contract me out. Real talk. Okay. So that was some thought leadership ideas. I'm hoping I'm sparking some of that energy, some of that brain energy going through you all's heads. Okay. Now, some people said, Dee, I don't understand how you could even say lead generation. How can I use courses for lead generation? Well, you could use a webinar to course combo to work to generate leads through working relationships. So a webinar to course combo. Okay, so the whole idea about the webinar and the course is every time that hiring manager or that and this lead generation is typically sales, right? The employer, but they sign up, they have an interest. You've got their email address, you've got their phone number, you've got their name, you've got their attention. And now that is a potential lead that you can turn into a prospect and then, move them along and then essentially make them a client that you retain for a long, long time. Also, you can use courses as a means to work with clients. Let them know that you'll come in, that you will learn the process, record it, and then create a pipeline of already qualified and fully trained and talented candidates. Now, one of my favorite clients in God, why is my brain acting so crazy right now? Oh, I remember it. The weather is always very Oklahoma City. That's my brain. Oklahoma City. A mom and daughter duo own their staffing agency. They've now sold it, but this was one of the things that they did. They were under a TRC franchise, but this was their secret weapon. They were a office space. So they did like office staffing, but they staffed the hospitals, all the hospitals in Oklahoma City. And they were going up against the biggest staffing companies there. Why? Because they went into those hospitals and said, hey, you teach me your process. And at first, I think the daughter was learning the process. Then they would come back to the office and then they would create days that they would interview people that would be a great fit. And they would say, okay, you're a great fit. You've got to take this training course. They would put all of these great people through the training course. And then when the client said, hey, I need someone, they would just send one of those people over who they trained. And ta-da, that person is working. They didn't have any ramp up time. The hospital loved it. And I love seeing how the hospital engaged in them when we went and did the site visits together. Like the moment they saw them come to the door, they're like, they were fired up because I'm sure that with this particular client is, that's why they were using them. It's easy to bring somebody on board. It's easy to get them started. There's a lot of time being saved in this particular instance. So this is a great suggestion, a great idea. And I hope one of you all take the time to use it. Another idea is use courses to talk about things that are most important to your future clients and get them involved in your mission. So I've been talking to my staffingpreneurs lately and say, you need a theme, you need a mission, something that you want to get fired up about. It's got to be something that you either are against or for in the industry, in whatever industry you're supporting, in the IT industry, in the healthcare industry, in the construction industry. It's got to be something that you're against or for on behalf of your candidates or your clients. And I prefer candidates in most instances because your candidates are your capital, right? So the idea is that you want to think about what are they thinking about? What's most important to them? And then make your theme or your mission around your business about that. And then when you go to these companies, so I like to use nurses. Y'all don't judge me, because it used to be IT, but I talk to so many nurses now. But like I always like the idea of like nurse burnout. You know what I'm saying? I'm always asking my staffingpreneurs, how are you solving the nurse burnout challenge? Because that's something that's most important to both the nurses and to the employers. It's a universal hurt in the healthcare space for nurses, right? So in my opinion, your theme should be somewhere around freeing the world from nurse burnout. And how you're going to do that, I don't know. I only give my best ideas to my best clients. Love you, John and Valika. Okay. But what I will say is that you really, really, really want to start thinking about what that looks like for you. Okay. What that looks like for you. How do you take that idea of nurse burnout and how do you turn it into something that you can rally behind? This is the theme of your business. We are such and such staffing agency, but we believe the nurse burnout is going to take down the industry. And so these are the things that we are doing to prevent that. And we want you to get on board with this, and the hiring manager says, oh, okay, great. Yes, because, and let them know when you reduce nurse burnout, then you reduce the chances of the patients getting hurt or an increase in quality. And then if you're talking to the nurses about it, you tell them, girl, your back ain't going to hurt no more. Girl, you're going to have work like, so, it's something you got to find out. I don't know if anybody is resonating with that, but you got to figure out what that is, and it can be a theme, and you can have that theme rally around that. Okay. Michelle says workplace wellness programs. I love that idea, because now you're taking the stress off of the agency's hands. All of the agencies, especially in the healthcare, they say, oh, we spending too much money on staffing, but that's not true at all. Because if you do a side-by-side comparison, they're actually probably spending $30 more an hour for per candidate than what you're all actually charging the client. But most people don't break it down to really show all the additional expenses. But in this particular instance, let's say that Michelle also implemented that workplace wellness program. She is now just taking yet another expense off of those facilities' backs just by putting this wellness workplace program in place. Do y'all get that energy? Do you see how it automatically, and you can throw that in there and show them? Typically for you all to put a workplace wellness program in place, it would cost roughly between this and this. This comes with what we do. And that's to support the nurses that are coming out to you, or the staff that's coming out to you, working those night shifts, working in the correction prisons, whatever the situation may be. Okay. Brenda said, that's so true. Burnout is a big issue. Henry said, I'm interested in workplace wellness programs. Anyone else? I'm into mental health. Dr. Onika says, could also ultimately increase revenue. 1,000,000% it can increase revenue. And Henry said, burnout, stress, and compassionate fatigue is a huge issue in healthcare. Exactly. So, and then Dr. Onika said, say yes. And y'all know right now, even though people don't want to talk about the C word, they're starting to mandate masks again. They're saying it's a new strain, it's a new rise. And so things are coming back around. So we have to be ready I don't think it's going to happen the way it did before, but when they are ready to start deciding, okay, I do need an agency to help, you want them to see you as an agency of value, because not because you've been knocking on their door every 5 days, you need any help, especially if a facility says we're getting rid of agency. Fine. That's cool. That's cool, because we know that's temporary. I wasn't even reaching out to you about that. I was reaching out to you about our workplace wellness program for the nurses. I was wondering, do you all have a workplace wellness program in place? Pivot that idea, pivot that conversation. Okay, go in the door a different way. Your workplace wellness program will be something related to an online portal. You might have wellness guests come in and have recorded sessions and live sessions. And you have a area where the hiring managers can come in, and you can do a lot of creative things. That's what, to me, being in business is about. Right? We all need somebody to work for us. We need employees. Okay. But when you're the boss, you get to bring your ideas out. You get to bring them to life. You don't have to put things in one little box. Like the box can be all different types of shapes and sizes and colors and textures or whatever. And I want y'all to take these little tiny ideas and suggestions that I'm giving you and take them and blow them out the water, because I'm just giving you the tip of the iceberg on this. Just the tip of the iceberg. Samir said, definitely interested in the wellness, mental health wellness programs. Yes, I'm glad you love it here. This is where the good energy flows, okay? All right, I'm not going to hold you all night because I'm trying to go out tonight. I said that last week. It's true, though. Sister is looking super cute these days. Okay. All right, so now let's talk about supporting. Okay, okay. So now this is another one that y'all probably have not thought about. How about creating a course or coaching program to support your client's mission by bringing more awareness to their brand and their mission? So not the brand and the mission that you are representing that is affiliated with what they want, but you're finding out, what are they talking about? What are they fired up about? How can you enhance their brand message, their brand vision, their brand voice? That's when they're going to say, wait, what? You want to create a course for us, about our mission, yes, something different. We're not talking about the same thing. We're talking about something different. Everybody wants to bring the same thing to the table. You don't want to bring the same thing to the table. Because if you're bringing the same thing to the table as the next person, then everybody's going to start ignoring you. I got to tell y'all, this is off topic, but you know why I get hit on so much? My hair. I get hit on so much because of my hair. Men want to touch my hair. And they tell me all the time, it's so wonderful to see a woman without weave in her hair. And they ask me, can I touch your hair? Sometimes they don't even ask me. This is not even other people. This is men like wanting to rub because they want to see something different. I hope I didn't hurt anybody's feelings. That wasn't I just want to give you an example of how serious this thing is. So if every staffing agency is saying the same thing and doing the same thing, then every employer is going to continue to look at them and bypass them because it's the same exact thing. So you've got to do things to set yourself apart. Nisi said, preach, sister. Manny said, you looked into my classes. I love that. Brenda said, hey, Adrian. No, Brenda, I've got to stimulate the ideas. It's not even a game today. Brenda said, I would like to create a course on nurses taking time to replenish themselves. Hot baths with soft candles and music, regular massages, nurse retreats, support groups. Oh my God, did I just get on? I think I got excited for real. I love that, Brenda. I love that. That's what I'm talking about right now. Okay, so let's keep these ideas flowing. The last one I have here under lead generation is a course to expound on the ROI of staffing services. Create a course that quantifies the benefits of using a staffing agency, helping clients to understand the value proposition. Listen, Carlene, Judy, listen, I'm Sean, like I'm telling y'all, listen, Adrian, most employers don't know what they're paying for. Most employers don't even know how much it costs them to hire and to have an employee on payroll. So you being able to offer additional services and show how this would be a free course, in my opinion, and these would be free leads. I would run $5 to that ad. And those would be free leads, free courses, and let them things just run. Right? And just, that's an easy one right there, because any hiring manager that's looking to understand that, we need to be having a conversation with them. We need to be having a conversation with them. Henry said, I love the ideas too, as they're giving me different thoughts. And that's what I want. I want to spark that mindset. I want to spark. We do not want to be McDowell's to McDonald's. Okay. Okay. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Coming to America. How he going to be McDowell's to the McDonald's? We are not trying to do that. We want to be Burger King. We playing head to head. What's up? Okay. They're cracking over here in the chat, but it's true. Okay, now how about courses or coaching programs to be the differentiator? oh, I'm just setting myself apart. So most recruiting and staffing agencies are too lazy to put a quality course together, nor do they have the balls to create a coaching program to better their candidates and or the clients. You be the differentiator. That wasn't an idea. That was a statement. Okay. That's a real honest statement. Okay. It's not a game. I want you all to do better and to be better. Okay. So you can do a client on employer onboarding program, a customized one with a welcome video, intake form, and videos for them to watch and get up to speed on their new relationship. My onboarding program is so dope for my coaching program. I'm gonna show y'all mine. Don't y'all about to see some real. I'm over here blushing. Listen, you see how I onboard my staffingpreneurs? They get top of the line onboarding. The moment I can't even go through it. I'm too fired up to even go through it. But our onboarding, and you should be doing the same thing for your clients. When you get a client, and I see in most staffing agencies, they onboard the candidate and never onboard the client. They don't even think about onboarding the client. They just say, oh, the client signed the contract. Okay, great. And they start doing business. They don't tell the client what their expectations are. They don't know what the client don't know what their expectations are. They don't know how they're supposed to work with each other. They're wondering about the job orders. It's a whole bunch of shenanigans. So it's really important that you create an employer onboarding program, and you can do that and have that customized and send them from emails into the portal, getting the pertinent information, and then essentially getting them onto your calendar in a systematic way. It can be a very beautiful process. And that will be a nice differentiator, okay? Now, you can also create an online speed coaching for either candidates or clients. I think this is best for candidates, though. Now, I don't know if you've ever been to online speed dating. My sister did it, and I was like, I don't know. It seems kind of weird, but I think to do it in hiring and recruiting and staffing could be pretty dope, right? So to be 15-minute quick live coaching sessions aimed at solving specific career challenges akin to speed dating. This is how you can get candidates to come in to join, just like y'all are here with me live hanging out. We could do the same thing, but you just have them register. When they register, you get their phone number, their email address, and so forth. After you go through the live coaching sessions, you and your team members follow up with them, find out a little bit more about them, what brought them over to your classes, and start to get them into your world. Sometimes leads it's a manual process. Everybody wants to do AI and everybody wants automation, and I'm not against it. I love automation. I geek out over it. I teach it. I implement it, all of those things. But we have to still understand we're human beings and we're doing business as human beings. So the relationship sometimes comes just from engaging with people on many different levels and actually being able to pour into people. Pouring into people is really cool, actually, but we'll talk about that another time. Another suggestion would be creating an online innovation lab for candidates. Now I'm getting in my bag, right? Live sessions where candidates can collaborate with clients to brainstorm, ORM, to brainstorm, whiteboard, solve interesting and unique challenges, and learn new skills that will make them more hireable to the employer in the future. And this would give your clients an early insight on upcoming talent. Now, I want to walk through this because some of y'all are like, what the heck is she talking about? Y'all know I get in my bag when I get in my bag. So I'm talking about a innovation lab for candidates. So these are live sessions where your employer is there, where your candidates are there. Your employer is, maybe you're hosting it, but maybe your employer has given you questions or given you things that they want you to fill out or whatever the case may, or want the candidate to do, like simulations or whatever. You host the idea. So this is all in a controlled environment. I'm giving out too much of my good stuff. Y'all stop me. Okay. And basically, I'm giving so much away. And basically, your clients get to engage with your candidates during this session and see the candidates work things out. Not ready to hire them in this moment per se, but pipelining is a thing and it's a real thing. And sometimes you see talent in someone and you say, in a couple of years, or in a couple of months, or if they only knew this, or I think I like them. It just gives your client, it's a different type of feel in staffing. It's kind of similar to what we used to do. And I think people still do client in office. I don't see it as much, but it's kind of like bringing a client in office, but instead of bringing them physically in the office, you're bringing them online. It's like the COVID, version. And now you can whiteboard right on Zoom. So it could be really dope. You include your music and make it not so stressful for the candidates. Like if y'all do this, call me, because I got this thing all sketched out in my head from top to bottom, and it could be really a nice banger for somebody. Rose said, please don't stop, Dee. Dr. Onika said, keep it coming. I'm giving all my good stuff away. Okay, additional revenue streams. Charge candidates for watching courses that will move them forward in their career and personal life. Connect and build authentic relationships. Really get to know your candidates. Give them an experience, and they will see the value and they will pay for it. Period. Listen, there's some of my staffingpreneurs come in and they feel like, I don't know if I can charge the candidates. Yes, you can. People are paying for their level up. And if you want to be the one to help offer the level up, because you want to be on this career journey with them from now to the end of time. So the idea is to get to know them right now. I won't give away all my secrets, but I have a strategy I show my staffingpreneurs when we're using LinkedIn, and how you can be one of the first people to connect with people when they join LinkedIn, so that you can start that relationship first, not after everybody else has already looked over or soiled over the relationship. You start that real authentic one from the beginning. When they start buying your courses, pick that phone up. I call just about everyone who buys my course. And if not, then once they get into the program, I try to get engaged with them, right? They say your first 1,000 people are the ones you're supposed to nourish like crazy. I think I'm nourishing my 10 still at 10,000. For me, it never stops. That's building authentic relationships will take you so far. I have real friends that are my clients right now. Charge employers or prospects that you're courting to become your future clients for watching courses that will move them forward in their career. And I meant to say in their business and the work that they do. No, in their career. I said that right. So each one of your each one of your hiring managers are trying to get a promotion. Unless they're the owner of the company, they're trying to get promoted too. So if you can support them in that way, honey, here we go. Okay. Charge employer companies for providing online learning to upskill and reskill their staff, whatever is in your niche market. That's another whole service. They don't want to talk to you about staffing. Hey, what about online learning? How can we help you upskill and reskill the staff? We can help support how you doing your onboarding program. We can help you with that. Like you can pivot a little bit to get in the door in a different way. Okay. Charge for digital products that you're going to sell to support your courses, video trainings, and coaching programs. I'm telling you right now, everybody needs a good download. Everybody needs a good book, but you don't have to give it away for free all the time. I have things that I give away for free, but they're also being sold. So the people who get it for free are the people who find it for free, but it's actually a paid product that people are buying every day, all day. So, you put it out there and it'll come back to you. Add live classes on a weekly, bi-weekly, or monthly basis to increase your revenue. Now, listen, these live classes are so awesome. And I'm going to tell you why. Because let's say you sell your course to a candidate for $99, right? And you know that you have a big project coming up and you want to retain this nurse for an extended period of time, maybe 3 months, and take them through some type of process. So you could take that course and then add weekly or bi-weekly classes and have them pay you weekly or bi-weekly or monthly, but have them show up so that you're keeping them in your world and engaged. And we're going to talk about this 1,000 times on the way down, because your candidates are your capital. 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 Okay. Your candidates are your capital. All right. We'll talk about that. But adding the weekly classes on, it gives you recurring revenue. where the courses give you one-time revenue, the weekly classes give you reoccurring revenue. Just like in staffing. In staffing, you get reoccurring revenue, and direct hire, you get the one-time fee. So imagine you doing the staffing and the course, the da, 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 da. When one not popping, the other one is. Hello. Adrian said, what about bringing clients and candidates together and doing a breakout room where the clients can tell the candidates about their company and open positions? You can connect them to their specialty. I love that, as long as you create rules. So online, the people, you can separate the people that are on there. You can separate the people who are guests of yours versus the people who are actually there. What you don't want is your clients and candidates backstabbing you by putting them in the same room, because they don't have to pay that fee if now they go around. So you want to do it, but you got to do it in a way where you control the narrative and where you control the environment, so that, you know, and I'm not saying that they would, but we can't put it past somebody that they would not, right? Especially if a client and a candidate get together. No, don't be yarning over there, Henry. It's you know, yarning is contagious now. Hold on. That felt great. Okay. So yeah, so just be careful with that, but I love it. Be careful with that, but I love it. Okay. Ooh, what else we got? I got some good stuff. Okay, we talked about talent attraction, using a course to attract passive talent, upskill, reskill, teach them something. Use a coaching program, live classes, and community to create a network of candidates. We just talked about that. Create a coaching program to create a network of candidates. Don't worry, Henry, it's all right. Create work-life balance course to help educate candidates on maintaining a healthy work-life balance, which is increasingly important to modern workers, which is true. Okay, now I'm getting to my last few that I love. Suggestions for retaining, because it's one thing to be acquiring, it's another thing to capture, and then it's another thing to retain what you've acquired and captured. And so you might get the nurse, or you might get the software developer, but can you retain them, retain the relationship, so that when the opportunity comes to put them to work, and there's a relationship there, right? So when you're retaining them, you can create a candidate coaching program that keeps the candidates engaged through regular content, training, and feedback, even when they're not placed. And so that would require, and this is where I was saying you could do we meet once a month to go through all of this stuff and have some fun with it. Create a how to maintain my role beyond 90 days course to help candidates maintain their role beyond the 90-day guarantee period, to maintain their role and enjoy it. Now, this is very unique, and this is something I came up with out of my booty, but I thought it was a good idea, because a lot of times when you're doing direct hire placement, you have a 30, 60, 90-day guarantee. Typically, when somebody is getting hired, they have a 90-day probationary period. The goal is for people to get past the 90 days, is for them to figure out how they fit into that role and to get past that 90-day mark, so that they are in a loving working relationship with their employer. So if you create a course to show them how to maintain their, how to ace their role over the 90-day period, you can reduce the chances of you losing your candidate to the 90-day guarantee. Okay, so that's a good one. So you see, I'm trying to bring it back into the business. Last one on the table, create a holistic employee well-being program. This is what we talked about earlier. Online coaching program that focuses on the physical, emotional, and physical well-being of candidates, offering financial well-being of candidates, offering resources like fitness classes, mental health courses with support, live coaching sessions, financial planning, and so much more. So I just wanted to share some ideas, because I said, like, hey, why don't you create courses in these particular areas? And I didn't really break it down and say how to do that. and what that looked like. So that's what I'm doing today. I want you to see what those ideas look like. And y'all, that's why we're not putting the courses fully together this week, because I want y'all to work on your document. Don't come back next week talking about your document not done, because we're going to actually start putting things together. Okay. So now Brenda, she chose professional development, candidate professional development. Okay. Brenda, can you remember the idea you told me you were doing? Let me see.
I put something in there. I had two things, but on this one, I think I put in about ACLS. That might be more training, but for them to be ACLS certified and recertified with the ACLS.
That's more compliance.
So I had put in some things
but
about
that. Do that. Okay, ACLS. I'm going to just add this here. ACLS training.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Training, right.
Mm-hmm. And did you have anything else? Or that's the one thing you want to focus on?
That one, and then the other course I wanted to do was how to help them with being flexible and adaptable to new work environments.
That I like that. How to become adaptable.
Mm-hmm.
My fingers ain't working right. ADAPT, adaptable in a new working environment. Okay. I actually like this one better than the ACLS training. Okay. Only because for the ACLS training, do we need to be certified to train on that? I don't know how that works. I don't know what that is.
Yeah. I think that's more complicated. Yeah. They have to do hands-on activities too. So that probably won't fit with this. Yeah.
But you could do like prerequisite training to the ACLS. So like if you know the type of things they're going to do in person, then maybe you can show them so that they can be prepared. Maybe like what to expect, like a course to show them what to expect from the test based on what you've experienced in the past. That'll give them the upper hand on passing the test. So you could do ACLS prep training.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
That's
a good idea.
Yep. See, we getting somewhere. This is what I like. This is what I like, the good stuff. Okay, so these are two really good. I think I spelled environment wrong. Yeah, looked like it. So really two really good ideas here. We're going to go with these two right there. I'm going to start probably with the how to become adaptable in the new working environment. And this is going to be for nurses though, right? Or
for nurses.
Okay. Any type of specific nurse or just for nurses in general?
Yeah. Critical care nurses, ICU, CCU, ER. Mm-hmm.
Now we get somewhere.
They got to look. Yeah.
Okay, but now you're attracting your very specific group of people. Okay, how to become adaptable in a new working environment for ICU, CCU, and ER nurses. This is chat's gonna love this. Okay. All right. Ooh, I'm getting excited. Okay, so let's pull this down. Okay. So that was our number one topic. And then I want to go. We had another topic, the ACLS prep training course. I want to put this here. These two right here. So those are the two main ones that we're going to start with. And let's make it smaller because we're narrowing it down. That's what this is all about, flushing out your idea. So if we have a topic, but let's see if chat can help us bring this topic out a little bit more, because it might be, we don't know. Let's see what chat just says. Oh yeah, I forgot I had to clear my cache. My Canva wasn't working today. And oh my gosh, you would have thought I had lost my phone. You would have thought I lost my phone. I was like, wait, Canva's not saving? What's happening? Okay, so let's go here. And we want to do a new chat, but we want to do 4. Okay, and we're going to do plugins. Oh, they didn't took all my plugins out. Oh, I don't have, I know, I don't. Okay, I do like diagrams. And we'll do, I don't know if we want to do we got Wolfram. Maybe Wolfram. Okay. I like to try to get a couple of plugins so it can help push my thought process. All right. So now I want to add so let me show y'all some shortcuts. Okay. That y'all may or may not know, but I'm gonna do some shortcuts. So shortcuts, or if you're on a Mac, if you do Command and you do the arrow this way, it'll take you back to the beginning of your page right there. Okay, so I'm just going to say, hi, chat. I am thinking about creating and you're doing an online course, right? And training program?
Yes, online course and training.
Course and training program on, and then put it in quotes. Then you say, I am a healthcare staffing agency.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any suggestions? Okay, we're just.
I think
go ahead.
I think the title would sound better. How to adjust to new work environments might sound better.
Well, hold on to put that in the chat box. Put that in the chat box. Put that in there. Okay. We're gonna ask questions now. I'm gonna ask one more person. I said person. Oh my gosh, where's I don't know if you're familiar with Pi. I hope I can get into my Pi account. But hey, Pi, he does really, really good. Okay, and I'm not gonna call him. Let's see, hey Pi, I'm thinking about creating an online course. Now he asks questions typically to help me. Okay, how do you remember my name? That's so scary.
You use them a lot.
I know. That sounds like a fantastic idea for an online course. Being adaptable in a new working environment is such an important skill for nurses, especially those working in high stress environments. I have some suggestions for how you could structure the course to best help nurses develop their adaptability skills. Can I share them with you? Please do. Thank you so much. She said, oh, I spelled much wrong. My bad. Absolutely, it's my pleasure. I think a good place to start would be to define what adaptability is and why it's so important for nurses in these environments. After that, you could provide some specific examples of how nurses in these units can be more adaptable, such as being open to change, being open to cope with uncertainty, and being willing to ask for help when needed. You could also include some activities or exercises that nurses can do to improve their adaptability skills.
That's good.
So I like all of this. So the one I'm going to ask him more about is this one. And I'm just going to say, and then we're going to go see what chat says. And I'm going to, because then I'll geek out. Thank you. Can you tell me more about this one? And let's put this in quotes. What do you suggest? Okay. Let's see what he says. This is Pi. If you all are not familiar with Pi, he is yet another artificial intelligence. He's, to me, very interactive because he asks a lot of questions to get you to really answer the question the way you want. Whereas if chat just assumes what you're thinking and spits it back out. So that's the difference between them two. He said, I have a few ideas. One activity could be called change scenario simulations. In this activity, you will provide nurses with a series of hypothetical scenarios in which the work environment changes in some way, such as new technology being introduced or a change in policies. Nurses would then be asked to think about how they would adapt to the situation and what challenges they may face. This would help them to practice adapting to new situations and build their problem-solving skills. How do you feel about that?
Very good. Wow. Okay. That is very specific. And it's something that's practical. They,
yes,
coming up with scenarios that they can problem solve. That's great.
That's great. So I just took both of these and put them in the chat box for you because I want you to take them and utilize them. They're in there backwards. But Nisi said, go Pi.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, Pi.
Henry said, I had no idea about Pi. Thanks for the introduction to this new 2D. Pi is not a game, let me tell you, okay? Pi will have you over here doing some flips and tricks. I love it. Now, chat, let's see what he said. Chat went all in. He done wrote it for you, Brenda. He did the work for you. He did the work for you.
Already.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Oh, wow.
Chat, slow down, chat. Okay. So let's copy this and say, thank you. I'm going to say thank you for that. Thank you for that. And then I'm going to, now some people might say, how did you keep that from going down? If you hit shift, I think it's shift return, it will keep it from actually sending immediately. You don't want it to send. I want to say a couple of things. So thank you for that. So let me ask it a different way. Let me ask ask a different way, or maybe add on to my original thought. And as y'all can see, I really be talking to chat. Okay, so I'm thinking about creating an online course. So now I want to go back and take the other things that I pasted in there from Pi, and I want to add those things in there too, because I think this is going to change what chat is going to say. And so I'm going to just tell them, I think a good place to start would be to do this, and then we're going to go in and do that other one. And then I would like to include this as well. I would, somebody's TV is loud. I would like to include this as well. And so let's go ahead and paste it in. And then ask him, would the course outline that you created change? Okay, and he's gonna say yes. So let's just do that. And let's scroll down. Okay, that's cool. And he says, certainly. Incorporating the concept. So he's changed it. Course overview, what the course aims to achieve, who should take the course, why adaptability, defining it, importance. And I see this is awesome. Module 1, understanding adaptability, the importance of being adaptable, why adaptability is crucial, the components of adaptability. I should get him to write my daggone out loud. Yeah. What am I thinking? Being so organically normal.
Wow.
I'm like, wait, Dee, you doing too much.
Okay. Doing it all.
I'm saying real life case studies, examples of adaptability in action. Then you have the self-assessment, a tool and a quiz that we would create there. Then here's your hypothetical scenarios. Then you've got your other activities that you could throw in there. Then you're talking about adapting to new technologies and policy changes, team dynamics. Then module 4 is continuous improvement, feedback mechanisms, long-term strategies. Then they conclude the course with key takeaways, a certification, and honey, let me hire you now that you understand how to be adaptable.
There you go. That is good.
Yes, amazing. Brenda. Yes.
Right.
I love this. Okay, so this was your outline. So you're going to take this outline and we're going to copy this and then we're going to put it on your document, which was right here.
Okay.
Because we have a place for the outline. Wait a minute, where's my outline? Right there.
Right there.
Yep. Okay. So I'm going to paste without formatting for now. I'll come back and format it later. Well, wait, let me just look and see if the format looks okay. Okay, yes, that's perfect. Okay, I can get with that format. So there's our outline. That was easy. Now we need him to go back and help us with the title. So what do you think about the title? Do you think about the title? No, not you, chat.
Okay.
Let's just see what he says first before I ask him about suggestions. He says that it's descriptive and clearly states what the course is about. However, it's a bit long and could be streamlined. So, what do you think about these, Brenda?
I like that. Thriving and change. I like that one.
Okay, I like that one.
Oh, these are great.
These are great.
Adaptable nursing succeeding. I like that. Adaptable nursing succeeding in ICU, CCU, and ER settings.
Okay.
That's good too.
So which one? Which one you want to use?
Let me see which one I want to pick.
I like thriving. Oh, you like the last one, Nisi? I like number 2. Thriving in change. A course for or you know.
Well, that makes it plain. It lets them know it's a course, for that. So yeah, I'll pick that one.
Okay. So this is the, okay, so we're going to go in and we're going to copy this and put this on your document and put this in your course title. So now you've got a course title. And then we're going to say, okay, we're going to say, thank you. I chose number 2. Thank you. I chose. Okay. That was number 2. Can you help me to create a 500 word, 250 word course description? You want the short description first.
Okay.
And so let's see what he says. Absolutely. I love it when he says that. Change. So now he's giving us a short description that we could add, and you can go back and change that description and edit it and make it to however you feel like it needs to be. I'm just giving you the framework, and I'm doing it with you to show everybody else how easy it is to do this. Mega said, hey, I have a quick question. I am hiring IT from California. My business is registered in Pennsylvania. How do I need to get a hold of Cali workers? You're definitely going to need Cali workers comp, I'm sure. For sure on that one. Okay, perfect. So now I'm going to take this, and this was our short description. It seemed pretty long to me, but that was our short description. So let's ask him. We did this with 250. Thank you. Can you rewrite it with no more than 125 words?
Okay.
So we can make it shorter. So your short description should, okay, great. Should be 125 to 250. The 250 seemed pretty intense. I want it to be short and sweet. Okay, bam. That's perfect. And then the longer one can go under. Now, the longer one, depending on what type of platform you got it on, you want it to be pretty hefty so that you can get good search engine optimization. Y'all know I am literally obsessed with good search engine optimization. Super obsessed about it. But you go in and thriving and change. There it is. It's a specialized course. So there's it. Now you got your long description. He kind of gave us a long description. So in this particular instance, we're going to just use this. But typically my long description is 750 words. Comprehensive.
Wow.
Don't play. That's what I tell her. Okay. She said, okay. That's
hey, Dee.
Yeah. Who's that? Brent, who's that?
That's Eva.
Hey, Eva. Tell me.
Hey, I have a question.
Yeah.
I love all of the stuff that all of these AI platforms are spitting out.
Yeah.
But nurses, especially, many of them are educated. They have bachelor's, master's, and doctorates, and many of them want to see references. Do they provide references for this information?
Nurses,
anytime you're doing any type of scholarly work?
Oh, no. Because this isn't more scholarly. This is more like, so like this, you're not giving away credits for this in particular. These are just courses like you put anywhere online. I've never had a nurse ask me for references for a course. You're teaching what you know or what you believe you know, right? There are many, when you go into schools, into physical schools, yes, you have to have a degree to become a teacher or whatever. But honey, people out here making millions and billions just teaching the things that they know. And you, for something like this doesn't require a degree to teach. You're just talking about thriving and change. You're not talking about, like, you can get this on LinkedIn, maybe a different version, but something like this without you needing references for it. Now, if you're saying you're giving away credits, then yeah, maybe you want to have it through a different type of scenario. But for this, you don't necessarily need that. So that's my response.
Would they be able to give it though? Like,
do
you know if chat has that?
Oh, you mean citations? You mean citations, not references. You mean citations? Okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay, I apologize. Yes, you can ask for citations, but he's not quoting anything. He's no stats in here. And this particular, these are just a description, a short and a long description. We haven't broken down the course. We haven't written any content. Right now, we're just describing what the course is so that we can put it on the course portal next week, and so that we can have something, visible. But when we get down to the point where we start working through the outline, let me go back to the outline, where our outline is down here. When we start going through the point, then that's when we decide what information we want to put in there. He put the outline together, but that doesn't mean we have to feed him the course and have him spit the words out. We can do that, or we can go and research it ourselves, or we can go and outsource it and have somebody else do it, or we can hire somebody to go and fill in the blanks. You can do a million different things. But whatever you do, no matter what AI you use, I would not go and use the AI words exactly. I would go in and make them my own. I would go in and fix things. You're going to read things all the way through. Then yes, you may go in I show you how we build the course. We're supposed to do that next week. But when I have them do things like that, I'll say, can you add some statistics and some quotes, but only ones that you can cite. Now, I don't really do chat with, I don't have him cite things because he makes shit up. Excuse my French. But Bard is a little bit better. Don't even ask me. I don't know. That's none of my business. But Bard will definitely give you stats. He'll give you up-to-date stats. And sometimes they're not true either. But the cool thing about Bard is that he gives you the opportunity to Google it. And so whenever I'll be cussing him out, I ain't even gonna lie. I'm like, boy, please, you already know that ain't even true. I'm so mean about it. And so then I'll just have him, they have Google it on the bottom, and I'll Google it, and then I'll go in and do a hard Google search. And then I'll back my own stuff up. If I can't find the citing that he said, then damn it, I ain't using it. You know what I'm saying? I'll go find my own site. But these guys are not smarter than us. We do not exchange them for gold. That's why you have to read things over. First of all, this thing can never be doper than me in recruiting and staffing. It's nothing it can spit out that's better than what Dee Williams can do, period. You understand? It does not have my brain. It does not have my experience. It does not have my expertise. So, but it can spit out things that are similar or a basic format or a system. And then I can take that and say, okay, let me read through this and see what makes sense and what doesn't. Oh, that doesn't even make sense. That's not even true. Oh, maybe you should word it like this. This feels a little bit better if I say it like this. What am I ultimately trying to get across? Oh, okay, let me da-da-da-da. So your job is to utilize it as a catalyst, as a starting point, because many people, many people are like, oh, I can't figure out what to write about. No, he's giving it to you right here. He didn't already gave you the outline. He gave you the outline, the description, and everything. So now really you don't even have to use them anymore. You can just go on yourself. But I'm gonna show you how to utilize them, and then you go in and switch it out. Now, and let me give you one more disclaimer. Just because I'm copying and pasting don't mean we're not gonna go back and edit. And it's 10:30, 11:30 in some places in the world right now. So I just want to get it. I want to show people how to do it, and then get it on the sheet. Okay. And then we can go back throughout the course of the week, and y'all can go back and edit all of the stuff and make it real. And then when we come back together next week, we can have some real magic happen. So that's my goal. So today I just did the course title. That was a great question too, Eva. Short description, long description. Then the course tag is typically the tag that you're going to use when you connect it to your post email marketing, like your active campaign or your constant contact or your MailChimp, whatever that is. However, you're going to engage with this brand or this particular piece of information, this course, you're going to give it a tag. We're going to do that at the end. Now we're going to ask him for a meta title. We're going to say, thank you. Can you create an SEO driven meta title and description? You need this because this is what's going to be on the website when you're advertising whatever this course is. On the course that you're putting together, you want people to find it online. So it needs SEO. It needs to know what it is. It's also going to be on the top description of your course page. So this is your meta title. This is what will show up on Google. The meta description is too long. I'm going to just say the meta description looks too long. He's gonna say, "You're right, my bad." He always say that. He always says, "See, you're right, my bad." So that's my meta description. I want it short, sweet, to the point, so everybody can see it. So that's the meta description. I like the paste with formatting, and we had the meta title, which was this. And then we're gonna do one more thing, which is the meta keywords. Now, I don't only use him as my meta keywords. Y'all already know I got my own thing going on with the keywords, but let's see what he comes up with, and then I'll show you what I do. So I'm just gonna say thanks now, and you provide. Trying to drink some water, but too busy working. SEO meta keywords, huh?
One. Does it? I saw you wrote thanks, THX instead of THANKS.
That's Ebonics.
It takes that as well.
It takes Ebonics. The thing is that THX is, I'm almost sure, is universally the abbreviation for thanks. So like right now, I know, right, INR, that used to mean nothing, but now it's actually an acronym for something. So THX is, yeah, shorthand. Yeah, thanks, Eva, shorthand. Henry, listen, it takes all my Ebonics. Sometimes I'll be saying stuff and I know only in my brain that I get this, but chat gets me, so I'm all in. So let me show y'all this really quickly. Anybody who has to go, I totally get it. This is live. You can catch the rest on the replay. Anybody who still want to play with me, I'm just going to play because I'm having fun. So now look, so the meta keywords, they said adaptability training, ICU nursing. Okay, that's cool. So I want to go in and take the title, and I'm going to take this title and I'm actually going to put it into Google. And now I have this this Chrome extension called Keywords Anywhere, and here I put the title in. So now it's telling me that everything that people are searching for, and so that I can see what keywords I actually want to use to drive people in. And this is saying 260 people a month are trying to figure out what's the difference between an ICU nurse versus an ER nurse. So I don't know if I would want to do those, but maybe I would want to come back to and say adaptability training, and let's try that. And then sometimes, okay, here you go. ICU training course for nurse. This should be a keyword for sure. 210 every month. So you see how, you know, we go with chat, but we don't use him as our main source, right? Not for this, because Keywords Anywhere got a better training. I don't know what this is. ECCO, ICU training. I don't care what it is. We using it because it's something to do with ICU and training. So we adding it. So we're going to put that there. We might move with the placement of the words, but we're going to actually put that there. Then down here, they have this other training. Okay. Look, adaptability course training. Nobody is training for, nobody is searching for that. They're saying adaptability in nursing examples. Nobody is searching for that. So that's good to know. So we probably should have checked that first in the real to see, but sometimes, well, let's do this. Let's try this. Take for nurses out, because if people are just searching for adaptability training, we can add for nurses as a long-term keyword string, and that was still, so yeah. So we could still.
And what about flexibility as a word? Flexibility for nurses?
Flexibility, okay. Let me look at that up. See, adaptability skills, we would add that. Adaptability in the workplace, we would add that. adaptability. Here you have flexibility. We would add all of these, and then we would add them all again and put for nurses. So you see what I'm saying? So these to me are better. You know, I would do all of these and then I would copy them and do all of them for nurses. And then and then just have them going in like that. So that's if you use keywords anywhere. But the what chat gave us was very generic. Look at that. Super generic. Super generic. You see, I like to go in and go and look for the real stuff, but we'll add what chat say. It's fine. You know, Michelle said resilience. Yep, that's another one. So there you have that. We can add the tag later. So now we've got our course, like, y'all, oh my gosh, it's coming together. Oh my God, it's coming together. Okay, so we got the long description, the meta keywords, the description. We got the course outline. So now we want to ask him for the requirements of the course. Okay. Okay, thank you. Can you please list 7 requirements? I don't even know if it's real requirements for taking this course, for nurses to take this course in bullet point format. Okay. Now let's see what they say. They got to have an active nursing license. I like. Critical care experience. I like. Basic computer skills, high-speed internet, English proficiency, commitment, and openness to feedback. Bazam. And then you can add or take away, as you choose. Let's see. And let's add that there. Okay. And then success outcomes. Okay, what are the projected, nose itch, what are the projected success outcomes for taking this course, for nurses taking this course? Okay, and let's put that there. Bam. Let's see. Did you go on keywords anywhere? Let me go. Okay. Let me see. Keywords. The everywhere. It's keywords everywhere. That's what it is. Okay. Yep.
Thank you.
Yep. That was a good question. Keywords everywhere. Okay. All right. Let's go back. He says, so certainly defining success outcomes is critical for setting expectations and measuring the effectiveness of the course. Here's some projected success outcomes for nurses taking the Thriving and Change course. And then he gave us 8. Okay, these are all the things. And then you want to go back in, check them out, make sure you agree, take away what you don't agree with, what you do agree with, put things, add things in. This is just a base foundation. You have 1 week to clean this up and make it real to you. You're actually building your course out right now. You done gone far, Brenda, like super far.
All right. Thank you.
You got me so fired up. Okay, so now we're gonna do some. Before we still haven't. We've just got the outline. I'm just asking him questions. So 1, 2. So can you provide me with 7 digital? Okay, I'm gonna say thank you. Now, can you provide me with 7 exercises, exercises, exercises that can be used. I want to say 7. I'm going to say 3 exercises that can be used from 3. Can you provide me with 3 exercises for this course? Okay. And now he's giving me 3 exercises, but then I want 3. I want to do 3 digital downloads, but I want to see what his exercises are, simulations, because sometimes a simulation can end up being a download. I mean, a exercise can end up having a download to go with it. So, okay, so 7 downloads, digital, DIGI, digital downloads for this course. Lead magnet ideas are welcome too. Okay, so now Nisi is fired up with us, y'all. She's like, ah. Okay, so digital downloads. They got adaptability toolkit PDF, stress reduction audio guide, 10-minute guided meditation. Wow. That is dope. Scenario workbook, quick reference cards. Listen, he did just listen. Those are your digital downloads. So those are your 7 different ideas. So, and you don't have to use all the ideas. These are just ideas you're putting in. So now over the course of the week, you can go in, look at each one, decide which ones you actually want to implement. You do not have to implement them all. You just don't have to implement them all, but you want to choose at least 2 or 3 that you want to implement and create. Now, don't think that this is going to be super hard to create, because as you can see, once you flush the idea out, you can get a basic framework from chat and from Pi and from Bard, and then you can go back and make it yours, make it realistic to you. To me, AI just enhances my already established genius. I ain't even gonna lie. I'm dangerous with AI. I'm already a beast without AI. You give me AI, I'm already pushing him me and Pi, we have long conversations like me and chat. He's like, D, you are really on it. I'm like, boy, I already know. Listen. I be like, boy, please, I already know. So this was your digital products. I actually, instead of doing all digital product ideas here, I'm going to do sample scenarios or sample, what's the word that I had before? Exercises is the word that I wanted to use. Sample exercises, exercise ideas. Yes. And then we take the 3 exercise examples he gave us, and then you can come back to this. And again, if you don't like these, this is just for this example. You might come back and realize I don't even like these. And if that's the case, cool. Go back in later on and say, hey, can you give me some more ideas, something that I can do a little bit better or that I feel more comfortable with? So you're not required to do anything here. This is just to get your mind right and for you to start actually putting something real into place, and to create something. Because I want to show y'all it doesn't take long at all. I create courses in less than a day all the time. Like it only takes me a couple of hours to put a course up, 3 at the max. I can put a course up with my eyes closed. Bam, 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 bam. So you know, like what? Okay, so that's easy. It's not a game. Okay, so then we got lead magnet ideas. So we had him double timing. So this was a free webinar. So we got a lead magnet idea number 1, which is a free webinar. Then this was a sample scenario exercise, was a lead magnet idea number 2. I usually tell them, give me 25, and I choose from them 25. But you only need a couple of lead magnets. You don't need 50, just 1 to 3 max. And I like to do more than 1 because the one you may have chosen may not hit it off with people. It may not be something that they actually want. So if you run in 2 or 3 with the one that doesn't hit, the other one would definitely hit. Right. So now you got some lead magnet ideas, and then we have pricing. So I will ask chat his ideas, but I typically, my course pricing is typically $9.97. It's $4.97 or $9.97. If I'm giving real value. So that's typically my go-to price, and my webinar is free. And my coaching classes are between $27 and $199 or $249 a month, depending on how much value I'm giving. Okay. So that is something you're going to work out. But I like to go in here and I like to see what chat's going to say. Thanks. Can you help me? Let's see if we can push him. Help me with pricing for the following. Let's just push him. We don't know how far he can go until we push. So let's just see what he say.
Oh, let's see.
I'm looking. Look, you see, I'm looking. Okay,
Yeah.
so he's charging for the webinar. I wouldn't charge. I would do that free as a lead magnet to drive them in. And then you could charge for the replay, maybe. You could put that up on your website and charge that for the replay for sure, for people to buy just the webinar if they don't want to buy the course. And then you can still drive them into the course after the webinar. They have the course pricing at $299 to $599. I think that's a fair price. That's the rationale. He says is this aimed at professional, reflects the comprehensive nature of the course and the high value skill it teaches. I like that. The coaching classes, they got $175 to $150 per hour. We typically charge weekly, bi-weekly, monthly, or quarterly or yearly. So I could go in and say, hey, change that to weekly, monthly, or what have you. And then he has a whole coaching program here for $19.99 for a 3 to 6 month program. This is your retention strategy here. And that's taking this to the next level by retaining them. So you brought them in with interest for free, had them pay for the course, got some coaching classes, the level up in a whole full coaching program, and then you got some digital products there. That's
wow.
dope. Yeah. So this just kind of gives you an idea of how you can structure, and I'll paste those in there, but that's it. And then we can have him do the course slides, and then you'll be ready for the next phase next week. How do you feel about that? I know.
I feel fired up.
Listen,
that is really great. They save a lot of time.
Yes,
and,
yes.
Yeah.
Oh wait, am I? Wow. I'm not working on. I think I'm working on the main one. I am working on the main one. I got to make a copy for you, so everybody's getting yours.
I think that was mine.
This the main one. But I'll make a copy and then delete this so you can have this on your own. But this is just an example of just how easy it is to start putting things together for your course. It wasn't overwhelming. Did you feel overwhelmed?
No, I was, because it was just, you just asked the right questions. It's a matter of asking the right question and then narrowing it down, to what you need, what makes sense for your course.
That's exactly right. So I'm just going to add that on there. Just say, okay, great. Thank you. Good. And then you go in and change your pricing. If you say, okay, I want it to be $49 or I want it to be $299. Yeah, it does flow when you get in the rhythm, Nisi. I agree with you 100%. I'm actually having too much fun. I might have to ditch my date tonight. I'm telling you, I'm having way too much. I don't know why I keep scheduling dates on the days I meet with y'all. I got to get that together. Let me just see. All right. And let's paste this on here because I want you to have it. And then these are your digital products. And then Brenda, when you come back next week, girl, we're going to be ready to really do the thing up, because tonight your homework is going to be to create your course slides. Well, you don't have to go in and you still don't have to create the course yet in full. We got the outline. The outline is the most important piece. So now we just going to have chat and create the course slides, and then you can go in and edit those slides, or you don't have to have him create it. You can create the course slides if that's what makes if you feel more comfortable with that. I just use that for a buffer, but you're going to add your course slides there. And you might tell them, I want to keep this a very short course. I want it to be 25 slides. Please create my slide deck. And then you can and make sure that the slide deck course, but let me just do it for you, girl.
Okay, yeah, that's wonderful. You're so sweet.
Brenda is hilarious.
I appreciate you.
You are so funny. Okay, so let's go back here. So let's go here and then just say, okay, this is, hey Trudy, love you so much. This is my course outline. And then we're going to copy it and then say, can you create a 25 slide deck PowerPoint PowerPoint slides. PowerPoint. It was just a presentation, PRES.
Presentation, yeah.
Yeah, presentation slides. So can you create a 25 slide deck presentation? This is my Ebonics, so just, just work with me.
He interprets it. Okay.
No, he knows no more than 25. Make them short, concise, and clear.
All right.
And they must correspond SPOND with the outline, with the course outline, exactly.
All right.
Let's see if he follows instructions. Exactly. Please, now this is going to be the real part. Nisi, watch this one. This is really important. Please use, I'm going to say markup format. Just that's it. Just please use markup format. Just it. And let's see what he comes back with. Markup format means he's going to make it look, you're about to see, like that, where it's got bold titles and different things like that. Okay. He's going to really put it together. Now I had him to make this thing short, concise, to the point. And then I'm going to say, I love it. Now, can you make a more comprehensive version? I love it. Now watch how I get him. He ain't even ready. I love it. You are so phenomenal. PHENOMAL. I don't even know if I spelled it right now. Okay. Okay, there you go. You are so phenomenal. Thank you. He's gonna love that. Okay. Now, can you create a more comprehensive PREHENS version of this? Version of this. Okay, so he gave us short and concise, but now I'm asking for more comprehensive. And this way, this will give you an idea of which one you actually want to use, because you may want something a little bit more comprehensive than what you put in there. So I still feel like this is not as comprehensive enough. So I might say that doesn't seem comprehensive at all. And he's gonna say, "Oh, my bad." and then he's gonna do it. This does not seem really comprehensive. REHEN. I should be the best speller in the world. This doesn't seem really comprehensive and detailed at all. And let's see. After I just complimented him. I gotta be careful before he try to take me. Okay, so here we go. Now we getting somewhere. I think this is a little bit better, don't you?
Yeah, he's got the learning outcomes and overview. Okay. Definition.
And then you can go in and really make some magic with this.
Right.
Smooth type in the chat. You know you got to be nice and sweet to chat. Or he gonna be over here like, okay, let's see. What did you think?
So he gives you like the outline, and then I have to like fill in the specifics.
So he gave us the So he gave us the outline. So really, this was premature. That's why I was telling you to do the slides later, because you really want to go through the outline, because you might want to add things in the outline and take things away and stuff like that. But I'm just showing you what. So I'm not gonna copy and paste this because you might want to change it. But that's what you do. You go in and you tell them, create the slides for me. So now you create the slide deck, then you go and you can actually give the slide deck to somebody on Fiverr and they'll create a very beautiful customized slide deck for you. So now you got a slide deck, you've got the outline, then we're going to take the outline and we're going to add context to the outline and create a workbook or a guide. I like a guide and a workbook. I like, something that they can read. Then they got the PowerPoint, and then do like a workbook for them to actually do things on. My workbooks are now on Google Drive, now that I know how to make those fields. And then a checklist. Then I start laying a whole bunch of crap on there. You know what I'm saying? To give it as much value as possible, because the more things you add, the more valuable the course is. So the more things you add, the more valuable the course is. I haven't even shown y'all my secret weapon. I'm so scared to show y'all my secret weapon. I'm like, I've been holding off 2 weeks now.
What is it? What is it?
2 weeks in a row, I've been holding off on my secret weapon, but I got a secret weapon that I may get into next week. But this is your course outline. So your title slides. So once you get that in there, you put your slides in there, and now you're going to start putting them, getting them over to get your slides designed based on your brand colors. And then you got your pricing. Then we just start building things out. Now it's time to actually start building things out now that you've compiled everything together. How do you feel?
That was wonderful. Thank you. You know, I wouldn't have known all those different things to do with the AI, with Chat and Pi.
Yeah.
So yeah, I appreciate that. That's wonderful.
Okay, perfect. So I'm making a copy for you, Brenda. And then I'm going to do is delete everything on the other one, on the original one, and give you access to this one, because this one is actually yours. Okay.
Okay, good.
So let's go in an editor, because you're one of my clients, and so we can share that. And so then what I'm going to do is put it in, here you are. I'm going to send that to you privately. So that's in the chat. Okay. So only you got that in the chat. So Chat and Pi, my new guys, Nisi said, I'm soon to be dating for a while. Yes. That's why I don't want to give y'all too much, because there's a lot of these out here that can really like get you too fired up. Like, oh, I love it too. I'm all in. I'm so in, y'all. It's bad. You see how bad it is. Okay. So I want everybody, now I knew that everybody was not going to have that stuff filled in. That's what today was about. Okay. Last week was about introducing the idea. Today is about going through it with you to show you. We've been here for less than 2 hours, literally, and we filled out this sheet, and we are ready really to start putting this course together, because we have all the details that we need to bring this course together. Who has questions? That's the first thing. What questions did I not answer? What fears do you all have? What excitement do you have? What concern do you have? Tell me how you feel. You can open up the mic, you know what I'm saying? Let me know how you feeling while I clean up this sheet for anybody who wants to step out of their comfort zone, become a differentiator in your industry, bring out your thought leadership, show these companies and these candidates out here just what you are freaking made of. For real though. For real. This is where it gets so good. Oh my God. So next week, I'm gonna tell y'all what we're gonna do. So next week, we're gonna quickly go through one person's sheet, one person's brand. I don't know who it is. Won't be Brenda's, because we already did hers, but we can use her for the next thing that we want to do. But we've already flushed Brenda's brand out. What we do now, what I would like to see, Brenda, is you finishing your slides outline, and maybe having your PowerPoint slides done, even if it's just basic on black text on a white background. I would like to see you put that together. Now, if you want to be extraordinary, you can definitely get it designed with your company's logo and go all out, because you got a week. But I won't pressure you. This is totally up to you.
I'll work on it.
I hope so, because literally this is like what is going to help really take your business to the next level. And I feel really good about it. Carlene said, I'm interested on a fall prevention course. Look at that. You're inspiring people, Brenda. You are inspiring them. I love. She's clapping.
Wow.
Alima says, okay, so hold on. Let me pull over here so I can see. She says, I'm excited to sell one of my puppies so I can join your program. Dad, you got to sell one of the puppies, baby. Listen, not the puppies. That is hilarious. We love the puppies now. We love the puppies. Stacy says, hey, Stacy, I've completed everything for my headhunter business. Only thing I do not know how to do is how to accomplish the clients. That's what this today was about. That's exactly what today was about. It was about how to acquire clients, how to acquire candidates, right? Because There are many different ways to go about it. There's not one core way. There are many different ways, and salespeople all over the world are trying to figure out what the best ways are to acquire clients. Some sales reports I've read says it takes 12 to 24 times for somebody to decide that they want to do business with you. So if it takes 12 to 24 reach outs, what type of strategies do you have to reach out? Do you have 12 to 24 strategies? Because you have to be thinking about how you're going to connect with them. So when you start talking about sales and business development, you can call as many people as you want and say, hey, do you need staffing? But the only way that's going to pan out for you is if they need it in that moment. Most companies don't need it in that moment. Some companies do, but most don't. So what do you do for the ones that don't? You still try to sell your services, or do you try to pivot and go in the door in a different type of way? Do you try to show them value and get in the door in that way? Because these companies are not thirsty. It's not COVID. COVID is over. So they're not thirsty. They're looking for valuable partners. And so that's what this is about. A lot of people can't get clients because and this is not to you, Stacy, okay? But a lot of people can't get clients because they're lazy about how to get them. They want to sleep with them on the first night, meaning they want the client to sign up with them on the first phone call. But people do business with people they like and know and trust. You have to build a relationship with people. That's how you get clients. You have to build relationships with people. That's how you get clients. But how do you start that relationship? You start that relationship by providing courses, by providing training, by providing coaching. It's such an easy, non-threatening way to introduce your brand to someone. Showing them how to level up. That's such an easy, non-threatening way to increase your brand awareness. You know what I'm saying? Dr. Onika said, this is just so valuable. Dee, you're so smart. You truly love what you do in this shows. Thank you. Thank you so much. Can I do hearts? Oh, I got to do hearts. Dee, thanks. This is awesome. Thank you. So Chad Pie, yes, I got that one. Okay, perfect. I got that. I'm excited. The puppy thing is hilarious to me. No breed Frenchie. No, you breed Frenchies. Okay. They told me, I was puppy sitting this weekend with a Frenchie, and they was like, that's like walking around with a Rolex. They said, look, that those puppies are worth like 70 grand. I don't know if that's true or not, but they said, listen, you walk around with that Frenchie, it's like you asking to be robbed here in LA. I'm like, okay, let me take my butt back to the marina. Keep my butt. See, 5 to 15K. Girl, sell 2 of them dogs. Listen, come on and take that accelerated program. Listen, I'm not even playing. Carlene said, I started it last week with ChatGPT, need to polish it. Okay, Carlene, I'm going to be waiting on you next week with your course. I want you to bring your course right on here and let's work through this course. Y'all see, I really love doing this. I love the brand. I love helping people flush their workout, flush their brand out. Like, I absolutely love this. So I'm going to put the replay on this sheet. So you'll have last week's replay, this week's replay. You're going to flush everything out. I actually on here, I did, we're going to have you, I'm sending an email out. Okay. I'm going to send an email, but look, I actually have a to-do list. Okay. So you want to have your outline completed, your presentation slides completed. You want to start choosing the graphics that you want to use for your brand. Okay. I like a diverse brand graphics. So, and then not until next week, you're going to register your 30-day account when we come to live, so you don't lose any days in advance. I want everybody to go at the same time. Okay. And we're going to go in and I'm going to just show you how easy it is. Everything we're going to do now, we just going to copy and paste, copy and paste, copy and paste, copy and paste, copy and paste. Brenda, I want you to start picking a date that you want to launch your course and or your webinar. Carlene, okay. I want you to pick a date or when you want to run your course, and anybody who's finished, pick a date. And so that we can make it real, because a lot of times people don't make things real because they literally are just not doing the work. But now we're doing it together live. You ain't have to pay for it. It's free. You having fun, good energy flowing. So I'm giving you all a week to go in and keep pushing things. Flush your idea out more. Come back and watch the replay. Get fired up with all the ideas that I shared. Go back and download the document again to see the ideas I shared. Get into chat. Get into Pi. Tell them I got ideas and I'm not really sure how to implement them. Can you help me? And they're going to start helping you flush those out. And I'm telling you, when we come back together next Wednesday, I'm going to be even more fired up. And we're going to actually put this stuff and make it real. It'll be week 3 in our training. Who is fired up?
Yay.
I know. I need some applause. I'm so fired up, though. I really am. Okay, so that's all I got for y'all today. I love y'all. I know. Look, they were like, let me make sure I didn't. Oh wait, that's the stop sharing. Let me make sure I didn't miss my screen. Hold on. I think this one. No, I don't know where my live is. Screen. Maybe it's this one. I've lost my my thing, but we're gonna hopefully I can get everybody back. I hope you all had a great time. I hope this training was beneficial for you. What I definitely want you to do is, if you're watching it on YouTube, watching the replay on YouTube, please go to YouTube and hit that like button. Hit that like button. The love button, comment under there, say how much you loved it. I hope y'all loved it. And I really appreciate everybody for being here and having fun with me and letting me geek out and allowing me to help you with your brands. I will see y'all next week. Thank you so much. You're going to go on YouTube. Thank you, Nisi. I'll see y'all next week. Thank you so much. Y'all have a great night. Okay, so there we go. All right, so that's my online crew, and now this is my StreamYard crew. Thank you everybody for watching. I know this was a long training, 2 hours, but we had so much fun, and I'll see y'all next Wednesday. Bye.